It's the final day of the Cheltenham Festival, but for some racegoers, it's the most important fixture. Gold Cup Day. Ger Treacy has been guiding us all week from Cheltenham.
Yeah, Ger, it's a big day over there. What can we expect?
Oh, Eric, welcome to Gold Cup Day at Cheltenham. And what a day we have in store. And I'm delighted to say that I'm joined by a former jockey who knows a thing or two about winning around this track and has won 2 Gold Cups. Barry Geraghty, thanks so much for joining us. Look at Barry waking up on Gold Cup Day as a jockey. What is that like? Is it excitement, nerves, or just focus?
It's a bit of everything, you know. And even there's a different energy here. Say the week builds towards the Gold Cup, and you come in here on the Friday morning, and there's a buzz, there's an anticipation. And as a rider, you've a quality field, so you have lots of chances. It's an open race. Everyone thinks they have a squeak, and yeah, it's exciting.
You mentioned it there, it is an open race. Let's start with the defending champion. I know the way you're thinking hasn't been a great season so far, but horses, they have a habit of bouncing back at Cheltenham.
They have, and he's a horse who does well in the spring. A little bit of sunshine on his back, a bit of vitamin D, and he seems to come back to himself. The vibes are good, that his work is he's shown good signs at home, but we haven't seen it on the track yet, so it'll be a big step forward from his form. But he has every chance. He's been here and he's done it.
Well, let's talk about Willie Mullins. Look, at no Galopin Des Champs, but we do have Gaelic Warrior. Can he win the Gold Cup?
I think he's the one to beat. Brilliant run in Leopardstown the last day behind Factifile. He pulled hard that day and he still managed to stay going strongly in the finish. Paul Townend rides him today with Galopin Des Champs not here, which I think is really going to suit Paul. It's going to suit Paul. He's won on him here before. He has to have a great chance. The Jukebox Man, Harry Redknapp's horse, he's a big say. Django Bay, another one, Nicky Henderson's runner. So it's a really open race. And I think Spillane Tower, Jimmy Mangan's horse, he's a good fancy price for it. Should make the first 3.
Yeah, and speaking of Spillane's Tower, obviously, Jimmy Mangan from Cork had a Grand National winner too with Monty's Pass. And who was the jockey that day, Barry?
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to have that job. Yeah, I rode Monty's Pass 23 years ago to win the Grand National. Yeah, that was a brilliant day. Jimmy's a great trainer. He does brilliantly, and he's a small string of horses, so it would be magic if it did happen for Jimmy. And the rain that fell last night is going to help his chances.
It would be such a story. Can he do it?
He can. That rain is probably important for him. So just see how the days goes. It's going to start drying already. This place is so well drained, it dries quickly. So Jimmy doesn't want too much dry. Another shower or two would suit him.
Now, look, it's been such a fantastic week, but there's been a lot of talk as well, Barry, about the starts this week. What did you make of it all?
I think it's mostly just a reflection on the competitiveness of the racing. Big fields. We've been coming here for the last few years, people saying, too many small fields and short price favourites and, 4 and 5 runner races. Instead, you're having 20 runner races, competitive. Position is so important. There's a famous saying, you won't win a race at the start, but you can lose it. And you saw Jack Kennedy on Winston Jr. On Tuesday, had a bad start, finished second, probably costing it. Not Jack's fault, just it's a combination of things when you have big fields. They're tight turns as well down there, so it doesn't play to anyone's advantage. The track itself, how it's laid up, because it is tight, but it's difficult. That's what happens in competitive racing, competitive sport.
Absolutely. Look at Barry, easy question to start. Who's going to win the Gold Cup?
I think Gaelic Warrior is the one to beat, but I see 3 or 4 horses with a chance going to the last.
OK, you're going Gaelic Warrior. I think I'm going to go with Spillane's Tower. Look, that's going with my heart. So up Cork Lane, let's hope Spillane's Tower can do it. And don't forget, you can watch the Gold Cup and all of today's action live on Virgin Media 1.
Go on the Rebels way.
On the Rebels. I put a bet on a horse at 10-1, and he was still running at 1/2. Can
you hear the tumbleweed, lads?
No one got that.
This is what I put up with every morning. The bad jokes never stop.
The best I had.
Never stop. Anyway.